Serral.
And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right for Storm Gaming. Looking to pull a big upset. It is SpeCial. And we've already got something very interesting, very bizarre from both players. We've got a gas pool opening. So Serral anticipating some kind of proxy Rax play versus what looks like it's going to be a 2 Rax Reaper play out of SpeCial. But hang on, this is a very quick double gas. If you were going 2 Rax Reaper, you would not get that second gas this early. What is this? Oh, this is weird. I have no idea what we're looking at right here.
It is certainly a SpeCial though, right? He is the player that he's been doing this for years now. Different variants of building 2 barracks at the natural. It's a wall off. It's not a proxy, but it's not a proxy. You do rush across the map that much quicker. But you're right. What the follow-up is, I don't really know. It's only 1 barracks going down, not 2. He's building a Reaper behind this. It's got to be some tech follow-up, right? It's going to be a quick factory, maybe a quick starport. This could go into maybe cloaked widow mines. That might make sense that this is a TVP or something. It's not, but you got to figure. You know, Serral has been this player that he's the defending world champion. He's one of 2 players in StarCraft history that have won 2 world championships, that have won both a BlizzCon and a Katowice. So he's the one that's got the target on his back. Every single player in this group has been hardcore prepping for him, and there we go. Factory's on the way. Again, where this goes, I haven't the foggiest.
Yeah. Now, the big thing that makes this actually kind of a neat move on Neo-Humanity is the fact that with no Pervert Pillar in the natural, if it's like a 2 or 4 Marine opener, you have to be a little bit careful about letting your opponents... Oh, nice job. 2 Lings do get picked off, so good job from SpeCial here. Oh, and he blocks the... wow! He blocks the Extractor, gets the drone kill. That's an amazing Reaper to start things off. Yeah, so Serral doesn't know that it's going to be follow-up Reapers. This is literally a TVT opener, by the way. That's exactly what it is. It is nothing other than a TVT opener.
3 Reapers, 2
Oh my
Hellions.
God, and he's even
proxying
the starport. What are we looking at here? This is something else. This is so weird and neat, and I love it.
Oh, he's going to lose a Reaper,
though.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
What?
Oh, man, that queen needs to go back to school.
No.
Oh, Lings are going to
well, Ling speed's done.
Yeah. Well, good KDH chart. Yeah, it's dead. But still, though, good job. They're at least forcing Lings on the map a little bit, distracting Serral. But this is just... so, Studfest, I don't know if you saw any of the Raynor Estrella series, at least the first 2 games, but we had a similar idea, right? Estrella threw a build in Game 2 at Raynor that I guarantee you Raynor has never seen before, because no one has seen it. It's super weird build. And yeah, I think
this is proxy BCs.
Proxy Fusion Core at the very least.
Yeah. Oh, it could be Ranged Liberators, actually.
Yeah. Oh, this is such a map-specific build.
Yeah. I love it. This is, oh my goodness. This is some full NA stuff, and I am so here for it.
This is,
this is awesome.
This is so cool. Whether it works or not is a different question, but the idea is so big brain that I'm here for it. And Serral is just playing the normal game. You know, he's building queens. He's got 4.
Oh, it is proxy PC.
Let's go. Okay. So, Steadfast. Proxy BC, right? The answer to a normal BC, you get 7 queens, you build spores everywhere. Okay, this is big. So, Serral's building a Roach Warren. Liberators in the main base are getting some damage here early. But the way you handle most BC play is the queen actually... Okay, there is a spot that's going to be able to find... But oh wait, you're gonna get a shot every...
look at that multitasking.
Yeah, that multitasking.
Oh, so good.
Okay, Serral. But okay, the way you handle battle cruisers for the most part is you build a bunch of roaches, you run across the map, and the BCs don't kill the roaches in time, you kill the Terran. This is proxy BC though. How does that affect things?
I mean, in a lot of ways, it's obviously that starport's gonna be exposed. So if it gets found, you just don't get the BC, it dies. If you know, the BC isn't going to be at home, so if the roaches move across the map, the BC has to teleport back home, which means can't be used aggressively effectively. Like, this is just very weird, but these Hellions are actually finding some really nice value. Liberator in the main base is starting to get some work done. Oh, we see Looks like, okay, yeah, no, just gonna get zoned out for now. Liberator did get killed on the main base, I think. Yeah, but it took down a queen, so at least that's something. That will open the door a little bit for these BCs. Ooh, oh, he finds it.
Massive scout.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate.
Okay, technically at this point, it could, the timing's weird. It could still be something like Proxy Banshee. But the other thing, yeah, probably not.
The tech lab would be lit up. And now he knows for sure. Oh my God, and it's a second starport at home. Yo, Juanito is coming in with some builds. Some builds with a capital B.
All right, so here's the problem right now, Seth. There are 5, like that wing queen going down is actually pretty important. It's only 5 queens right now. Yes, there are spores going down, but 5 queens is not really enough to deal with this, but it's not going to be 2-port BC. Juanito may be looking for it, but that tech lab is going to go down. It looks like he did get a BC getting started on this, but there's a supply block as well. So really cool ideas from SpeCial. He's starting to get some damage, but this is not quite going as cleanly as he would like it to be.
If he can defend this, that would be absolutely incredible. Just the concept of getting it out would be so neat to me. There are a lot of Hellions here, but I think there's enough roaches to drive this back, and especially with the BC now abandoning this position, yeah, he should be able to get the denial on that. Oh, but hang on. We've got the Hellions running by. The Lings are so far out of position, and the Roaches moving away as well. Uh-oh. This is a lot of damage. Serral is down very far in workers and actually down in supply. Juanito coming in with the strats. He's getting so much work done.
And the BC in the main base as well. It's sitting there. Yeah, Queens are trying to ward this away, and it's just going to... Wait, is it teleporting home? Yeah, okay, Ling counterattack
to deal with this
natural.
Ling counterattack. Oh my God, it's 3-port BC.
Okay, so this is something Serral has scouted Steadfast, but at this point, it feels like he might have taken a little bit too much damage. That being said, the battle cruiser is going to not get out. Last second is not going to get out. Ling run by, gets a lot of equalizing damage. Serral's still up workers, but Hellions into the natural. Where are the Queens? Drones are going to get pulled back into the main base here, where they're going to get lined up.
Oh, he
Queens on the body block.
He missed the shot. Oh, it was an open net, and he put it over the boards. Oh, no. God.
Man.
That was like 15 drones he could have killed. Oh, no.
And he's adding a 3rd starport after he lost one. This is there's no coming back from this. But okay, so we got Yamato. Yamato has not been used. Maybe it's been used once. It hasn't been super useful. SpeCial has committed so hard to this proxy BC idea, or this BC in general, but it feels like Serral has forced him back enough. Corruptors are starting to hit the field. Roaches on the right side. Nothing on the map for SpeCial really does more than like force him away, but it doesn't kill anything. That it seems like Serral has bought the time that he needs to get the anti-battle cruiser force out in enough numbers that I don't know how much more damage this is going to get done.
Yeah, well, that's the trick, is it's going to be really difficult to find damage. Now, the Hellions are still a big threat. Oh, look at that, he transfuses a drone. Only losing 1 drone. Wow, that's well done. Good thing for Serral, of course, is the queen count is very high. He has recovered his worker count, so he is back in control of this game. That's not to say he's winning or losing necessarily, but it means that he is very much back in this game. And I mean, Mass BC, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but without upgrades, which are just starting now, the Corruptors are going to have an extremely scary timing to deal with here. And I'm very worried for SpeCial in this game, but man, you got to hand it to Serral, because the fact that he's been able to respond to such a weird build and still finds himself in this game is just a testament once again to his skill.
Man, okay, in fairness, Serral has taken a decent amount of damage. 36 drones going down is a lot to handle in a game of StarCraft 2, even if you are a Zerg that can kind of spend the larva to pump them out, because that means you don't have that larva to build the Corruptor count. That big Ling run by that we saw Serral go for was so massive and kind of putting himself back into this game. SpeCial's going to try to take the forward base and establish that position in the middle of the map, but Corruptors are already going to be here. They can knock things, they can kill the base down if SpeCial doesn't have the counter. But even still, I mean, SpeCial is starting to, Serral is starting to take the map, and
I actually love this. Yeah, the anti-armor missile is going to help so much for the BCs against the Corruptors, because the Corruptors get that 2 base armor, and BCs attack so much. If you can nullify that, that's really handy. However, Serral's hitting right now with a good number of queens, some great creep spread, so they're going to be able to transfuse. He's even got a Spore Crawler moving forward that's going to provide detection and a little bit of additional anti-air. Planetary's not done. This is like the most brutal timing for SpeCial. Such a good timing for Serral to hit. And, I mean, he's got to be a little bit careful. Spore Crawler will provide detection against these Widowmines, which is actually super handy as well. Yeah, the Yamatos. Well, is that enough? How many Corruptors? Actually, yes, it is enough. Oh my god, those Corruptors get kind of obliterated. 13 SCVs go down, but the Planetary finishes. And I talk about good timings, but SpeCial just has so many BCs, and soon he's going to be on 1-1.
Yeah, Steadfast, you talk about the Widowmines getting detected going down. That was a nice bile, by the way, but the Widowmine, the key one, did not go down. Massive splash damage. All the Corruptors were fighting at 50% HP. Before that fight even happened, it's massive Widowmine, Raven for anti-armor, although Raven does go down, so that's not going to matter. And battle cruisers on top, those big bulky units that are just making it so hard to really take the fight at 50% HP. But the Widowmines have been cleared away from this space, and as cool of a style as that was, Serral shows us that there's a reason he won the World Championship last year, as he takes game 1.
And even more importantly than that, I think he shows there's a reason you don't go mass BC necessarily. Is the Corruptors, they're just designed to fight them. So great showing there from Serral, really well done, and he takes down game number 1 after, like, as much as I'm saying, you know, don't go mass BCs necessarily, that was still really well done from SpeCial, and he created a lot of opportunities for himself. I think if he gets that one big shot on the drones, I mean, I'm not going to say he necessarily wins that game, but it looks drastically different. That timing from Serral is nowhere near as strong or as early. So that means SpeCial will have, let's say everything happens 30 seconds later. SpeCial has 1-1. He has the Planetary from the beginning. He's got the anti-armor missile available because he doesn't have to drop an auto turret. We're looking at the BCs taking 1 less damage per Corruptor per shot and dealing 3 more damage per shot. And when you know how fast BCs attack, that is a huge potential swing.
Yeah, and even the Widowmine, the big shot there, all the Corruptors went down to 50% HP, just not enough. Although that is cool, right? You know the Corruptors are going to try to dive on top of the BCs, so instead of building anything else, I mean, maybe Cyclones would have worked, but those are expensive. They require tech labs. You just get a couple Widowmines, and it makes it so hard. You have to make sure the Corruptors are split properly. It makes the fight more complicated for the Zerg, with not too much more execution costs for the Terran, which is kind of what you're looking for. That being said, Game 1, it still does go the way of Serral, and we're going to move on to a map that is arguably maybe even better for mech, as Gressvan is going to be our second map. And folks, in the bottom right now, in the blue, once again, he's up a game in the series. It's Serral.
And his opponent, spawning up at the top left with a very cool strat from Sidestorm Gaming, it is SpeCial. And once again, look at this. Depot on the low ground. And once again, we're seeing Serral going up for that gas pool. Huh. Okay, so he says, you know what? I'm not convinced, SpeCial. I think you're going to go for something weird again. And he's right. And it is actually, wow. They're playing their own meta in this. We've got another double gas opener from SpeCial. We've got this fast Ling speed opener here from Serral. This is so intriguing. This is such an interesting setup.
This is actually just one of the big benefits of the way the group stages are working out. You only need to prepare a maximum of 6 builds a day, right? You only need to prepare for 2 players. So you can prepare for them. I mean, yes, they are going to be preparing for the other players in their group, sure. And the group who is playing on what day was announced only yesterday. Even still, you know, the prep time that they might have last night, they only have to prepare for 2 series. They can really start to specialize in towards a SpeCial, a Serral or something, and start to find these very, very odd ways to play. So, hey, benefits of the group stage format. But Steadfast, despite this being the same opener, is this proxy BC again? What is the new wrinkle that SpeCial's gonna find?
No, I mean, I have no idea. This is like, against any player, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? They're probably going to do this. Like, that makes the most sense. But once again, SpeCial is opened up with a TVT opener. So this is, or a TVP opener. I mean, either way, like, it's not a TVZ opener. Make no mistake about that. But The answer is that he was going to proxy, and now I don't think he will, because that SCV just got spotted. Serral, you talk about prep, and that is reading your opponent not like a book. I mean, well, actually, no. What can you read better than a book? No, he's reading them like it's an audio book or something. You know, he doesn't even need to check the pages. He's just got it. He just knows.
He didn't. It's not a book from not a history book from a long time ago. It's an encyclopedia. He knows everything. As the Reaper tries to get some damage, forces a spore cancel. That's fine. I do think the plan for this one was going to be some sort of Hellion drop, right? Just based on the positioning of that SCV, and obviously that's not going to happen. But we will still see Hellions on the map as the third Reaper is getting made, right? Yeah, I'm not crazy. The third Reaper. So
nope. Yeah, you're right. Same as last time.
Oh, that's big though. We're gonna see the SCV go down, or at least play Ring Around the Rosie for a while. Natural's gonna be delayed. Serral finding ways to finding ways to take advantage of what Special's doing, and Steadfast. Look at where the reactor is, right? On this map in particular, Gressvon, you have your reactors on the right side of the buildings. That means you are incredibly vulnerable to some sort of roach pressure, ling pressure, whatever it is. Special's gonna have to be so careful, and he's gonna go get his command center denied again.
Oh my god, does he get it the second time? No, it just completes, but that's still 2 more SCVs. That's the Hellions dragged back home, and that's just for 3 lings that had already gotten value. This is an excellent start for Serral here. We gotta call a spade a spade. He's having a great start. Shuts down his opponent's proxy. Hang on, this is a suspicious SCV. Is he gonna do a second starport again? Or is it? No, it's got to be third command center, right? Yeah, he's just waiting for the third CC. I was like, oh my god, is he going to go mass Raven? Is this Ketrock? What are you doing?
I mean, that'd be kind of fun, but okay. Nice KD charges. Ooh.
Wow. Those Reapers really got greased up before they went in that main base.
They did. Although Hellions guarding the ramp did mean that he couldn't chase super far. But okay. Oh, second Raven. Okay. We're seeing new things. Okay, so we've seen one Raven openers, right? They build faster, they cost less gas, it allows you for it gives you a lot of map control. That second Raven, though, specifically in TVZ, is not something we see.
No, it is not. And if Serral, he's getting a Roach Warren once again. If he pops out that Raven and Serral sees it, Serral might just decide, you know what? Yeah, you've been alive a little too long in this game. I'm gonna unalive you right here. Fortunately for SpeCial, I don't think that Raven got spotted because it was going up to the right side. However, there's still an opportunity for Serral to find something special. Oh, brutal supply block at 62. Oh boy, that's a rough block right there. We are going to see a single drone getting picked off, but a nice spore crawler trick. Wow. You ever just forget the name of buildings?
You ever forget
Not
words?
me. I'm a professional caster. Of course I wouldn't.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he gets a nice save.
Now, and the Ravens, I mean, they're starting to get some damage. One worker goes down. The Hellions try to dive right on top of the Queens, but there are Lings there to prevent the dive in into the natural. Even still, the Hellions are going to try to do it. Now the trap is sprung. Lings get this around here on the ramp. And SpeCial, you have put your hand far too much into that cookie jar. The Reaper gets in the main. Everything else is dead. The Raven in the main base not getting much of anything. The Spore kind of zoning it out just enough so it can't dive on the mineral line. And everything SpeCial wants in this game, it's just not happening.
That surround from Serral was so clutch. That actually looked really rough for him. His Lings were not on patrol, so they were not kind of spread out. They weren't in a good position, really. Oh, he even gets the Raven, too. That's amazing for Serral. That was actually just a ludicrously good surround from Serral. And the fact that he was able to prevent that from running up, my God, Serral, man, he just finds new ways to impress me every time I watch him play.
Yeah, it's kind of so. Game 1 was the game where we saw SpeCial successfully at least pull partially the wool over Serral's eyes. I don't know if he got all the way there, but he got damage. You know, he was able to force Serral back. He actually got, I mean, significant damage to the drone line, and it took a pretty nice thing run by that SpeCial wasn't expecting for Serral to kind of bring himself back into the game. This time, Serral has been locked down tight. SpeCial has not gotten much of anything. As by the way, SpeCial built a third Raven. It wasn't just 2, which is even crazier, I guess.
Yeah, make sure to refollow.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. We are looking. Yes, yeah. No, I was going to mention the third Raven is so weird here. And this is really just being like, Serral, I hope you don't kill me with roaches. And to be fair, Serral's not killing him with roaches, and he's kind of seen this. He's pretty sure that he won't. But like, Serral's been able to drone so unbelievably hard in this game. Like, SpeCial is just now getting up to his 3 base economy. Look at that. Even the changeling checks on the SCV count, sees are there gases at the 3rd. If there were, it would be mech. Serral, we always praise him for his scouting. He's been constantly scouting here. He knows it's bio already, and it will be an 8 racks. But this is a Serral who's on 81 workers, has a hive already on the way. The 1-1 upgrades are much faster in every measurable metric. Serral is running away with this game.
Okay, so by the way, SpeCial has a Banshee as well. I don't really know when he got that. It's certainly a late game Banshee, as this push coming in from SpeCial on the middle of the map is not, it's going to get a creep teamer, right? It's not going to get all that much. And you talk about, yeah, absolutely, this is bio play. Serral's been reacting for the most part as if it was mech. But the thing is, you know, it doesn't really, you're right, it doesn't really matter. Lurker's already done, Hive just about done. Is there a timing now that SpeCial's, he's got to go super late on this, right? He's got to get to Ghost, but how does he get there?
That is a good question. We're going to have Vipers coming out by the time 1-1 upgrades finish for SpeCial. Like, that is not a good situation. Raven getting very low on HP. The anti-armor missile will help a lot against the roaches, but not if you lose the Ravens, and one of them goes down. A lot of energy, basically no spells cast. And yeah, Serral, he has Vipers hitting the field, and plus, well, the range upgrade for Lurkers starting up once again before his opponent's 1-1. Everything about this game is a dream for Serral, and it's neat that we're seeing him play what many of the European players describe as Cave Bob style. Now, in this case, it's a little different. He did get the Ling speed first, but going 1-1 roaches, I think we can say that this still kind of qualifies.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a weird game. Like,
Yes.
1-1 for the Terran is done at 9-10 minutes into the game. As Ling's go for a bit of a run by here. Roach is going to find a Marauder at the very least. And it just doesn't feel like there's enough here. A big surround, even with a medevac killing things up. SCVs have to get pulled, and that looks like it might be enough for a cleanup. Meanwhile, SpeCial on the left side tries to get something, but that's
hot
fancy.
Pickup. Breaks the Viper abduct with the hot pickup. That's a sexy little play from SpeCial. And you know, if he does like 15, 20, 25 more of those, he might be back in this game. No, it's not quite that bad, but it is a pretty rough position that he finds himself in. Now, this actually could be a pretty nice play. Big Doom Drop going into the main base. However, there's a lot of spores. Serral even has a Lurker burrow. The Queens get in position. That's going to be one dead medevac. The Lings, I mean, since there's only 1-1, yeah, this gets blocked so easily.